Hey guys, it's Study and welcome to Comic Space. And today's update is quite interesting one as well as a major one because one of the main producer at Marvel Studios, Luis Esposito, has acknowledged the fact how Marvel Studios have faced some rough time, but they're looking forward to making a strong comeback. As we are going to overlook how Marvel Studios, how Bob Iger specifically is planning out Marvel Studios' future landscape and how they're going to plan their future slate moving forward, and how output cuts are going to work out and how they're going to restrict upcoming content and to not make fans overwhelmed. So we have a lot to talk about. So just recently Disney had their quarterly financial investor call where Bob Iger stated, "We are slowly going to decrease the volume and probably go to 2 TV series a year instead what had become 4, and reduce our film output to maybe 4 to 2 and a maximum of 3. So we already did talk a lot about this, and Bob Iger also stated very clearly few months back at Disney's investor call they were 100% going to reduce the output for sure. But how that will actually look like, we have a lot more sense about that now. So we are going to break down the whole slate and all of the projects that we officially know are going to come out, and also talked about all of those rumored and unofficial projects as well that are going to fit into this new framework of the multiverse saga. So this year I think it is pretty much clear to everybody that we are going to get X-Men 97, we are going to get Agatha Darkhold Diaries, and they probably have changed the title back to Agatha, just Agatha. Again, it is kind of tough to keep up, they have changed the title a few times, so whatever that show is getting called nowadays, we are going to get Agatha. We are going to get one theatrical release, that is Deadpool and Wolverine. In addition to that, we are also going to get 2 animation projects this year, and that is Eyes of Wakanda and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, that will be coming out very later this year. So this year we are going to get 3 animation projects, X-Men 97, Friendly Spider-Man, Eyes of Wakanda, and 2 live action projects, Deadpool and Wolverine and Agatha, which is going to be a Disney Plus show. So by the way, one thing to kind of clear it out, all of the projects that falls under the banner of Marvel Animation, I do believe they are still going to be in sort of an exception with this new framework, because they are not going to affect or going to be a major part of with our main primary storyline, which is the multiverse saga and Avengers Secret Wars. So I think all of the animation projects such like Eyes of Wakanda and such that are going to be exception to output cuts, unless you are talking about What If, because it still falls under the banner of Marvel Studios and it is quite integral to the multiverse saga, by the way. So just to clear that out, so next year we are supposed to be getting 4 films, and I'm pretty sure one of them it is going to be get delayed till 26. We are going to have Captain America New Brave World coming in Feb. We are going to have the Thunderbolts coming in May, the Fantastic Four coming in July 26, and the Blade coming in November. I do believe Blade can be getting delayed till 26, and Fantastic Four also can be getting delayed to replace Blade's release date. So we will have 3 films, New Brave World, Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. And by the way, Sony and Marvel are also planning Spider-Man 4, Tom Holland Spider-Man 4 to release in 25. So that will be coming out at a very later of 25. And by the way, that is also in quite an exception, because whatever Spider-Man project that Marvel Studios is doing, even how Marvel Studios is in quite a major part of that project, the whole kind of show is still run by Sony. So it is much like in part of the Sony's release slate than it is of Marvel Studios phase. So again, I think that is another exception that you can take. So as of talking about Disney Plus, and I don't think so they're going to add anything to this, it is going to be pretty clear out. It is going to be IRONHEART, and another project is going to be Daredevil Born Again. I do believe Born Again will be released before Ironheart, and Ironheart is looking forward to release at fall of 25. And by the way, they wrapped up the production of Ironheart like in 2022. So again, and they have went on to do some extensive reshoot, and they probably have overhauled the whole show, and the same thing also happened with Born Again as well. So Daredevil Born Again has also looks to be completed its production, and it is now in the post-production stage. So these are the 2 live action series that we are going to get next year from Marvel, and that is going to be Born Again and Ironheart. I don't think so there's going to be a lot more changes. However, What If Season 3 could be added to 25 slate, and there's a quite chance that Marvel might even release it this year, because they already have released the first look for the Season 3 just right after the season 2 ended, so it just leads me to believe it could be coming a lot more sooner. So we are going to 26 now. So Avengers, both of the Avengers films are still supposed to be looking to maintaining their course to their decided release date of May 26 and 27. So Avengers 5 is supposed to start its production in the fourth quarter of this year. So another film, and it is quite a major one, Armor Wars. So I think it is time for Armor Wars to just come out. I mean, it is just same thing as the Blade. Just release those films. By the way, I'm still kind of skeptical about the Avengers Secret Wars release date. I think it can be getting delayed till 28 anyhow, because I think Marvel Studios could be looking forward to release a couple more projects between Avengers 5 and Secret Wars, especially if you're talking about projects like Doctor Strange 3. Even after all this happening, I haven't actually been able to figure out where Doctor Strange 3 is going to fit into all of this, because they're probably going to have to do Doctor Strange 3 before Secret Wars. So for right now, I would personally delete Secret Wars till 28, so we can talk about some other projects. So another major film that we need to talk about is Shang-Chi 2. Destin Daniel Cretton is going to be directing Shang-Chi 2. He is right now working on the Wonder Man series for Marvel Studios, and he is in the post-production of that show as well. So Shang-Chi 2, and I will add Doctor Strange 3 as well to that slate, alongside Daredevil Born Again, which is now supposed to be dividing into 2 parts. So I will say Daredevil Born Again Part 2, I will add that on Disney Plus slate, and I will also add Wonder Man to that slate as well. It could be coming in 26 as well, I think. I do believe that Marvel Studios will be wrapped up with that show as well, and Destin Daniel Cretton will move on with Shang-Chi 2. So there's a quite chance that with all of the information that we have and what stage these projects are in terms of the production, this is just an hypothetical slate of how all of these things are gonna work out with Marvel Studios cutting the output. So we have a tons of projects that haven't officially been announced. We gotta talk about the Young Avengers film that Marvel Studios is actively working on. We gotta talk about the X-Men reboot. I think we can left out that part because it is probably gonna come out after Secret Wars. We have the Midnight Suns project, in potential Miss Marvel Season 2, Black Panther 3, in Scarlet Witch solo project. So by the way, there are tons of projects that have been rumored for a while or has some potential to be coming true, and again, there has been a quite in speculation about these projects. But again, if you look, many of the projects can actually be coming out after we have concluded the whole multiverse thing, and then we can move forward. So again, if you look at it this way, the slate actually looks a lot more cleaner and sharper as well. In terms of the quality and the quantity, I think it is a far more clean and sharper. And again, I'm so sorry if I already haven't mentioned Vision Quest. That is a major project that I don't know how I forgot about it, but Vision Quest is also supposed to be started its production this very year. So where do you put that show? So again, there's a quite space. You can actually put it out next year or the year after that. So there's actually a quite space. But again, as I said, this is just an hypothetical landscape, and I'm really hoping some official update from Kevin Feige from Marvel Studios at this year's San Diego Comic-Con or D23, where we actually have an official look at remaining phase 5 and phase 6 and how it would actually look like with all of these major changes happening here and there. So I think all in all, this is just a great update, and as it looks like Marvel Studios is going to come back, and is going to be come back stronger, or very stronger. So I think it is time for me to see you guys off. Well, that's it for this video guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Adi signing off. See you in the next one.